Hi, this is Meridith Elliott Powell, and I can't tell you how much I enjoyed being with you last week in Gillette and Casper, Wyoming. Big thank you to the SBDC of Wyoming for bringing me out. And we had a chance to talk about how to succeed no matter what this economy does. I'm up here in my cabin in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm going to do a quick wrap up of exactly what you need to know to understand how this economy's changed and specifically what you need to do to put yourself in a position to succeed no matter what this economy does. Because we all know we're not sure what the turnout is going to be. And ironically, I'm sitting here recording this on the big day. Today is election day. So tomorrow, we'll know who our new president is going to be, but unfortunately, we'll have no idea where things are going from a business perspective. So let's go ahead and jump in. This is going to be a quick wrap up. Please feel free to share it with your teams, with your friends, anybody else in your organization. And I'll give you my contact information at the end, and be sure to stay in touch with me if you have questions or need more information. So if you'll remember, the first thing that we covered, the very first thing that we talked about was the fact that success in this economy is a choice. I'm here to tell you that everything I'm going to share with you today is simple, but it's not easy. Success is 100% a choice. Now, the good news about that is whether you succeed or not is up to you. The challenge is you've got to commit to push through the obstacles, to push through the challenges, and do what it takes. Success is a matter of focus and taking action. So let's talk about what you need to focus on. We opened our program by talking about the fact that we don't have any idea what this economy is going to do. I mean, really, is it up? Is it down? Is it good or is it bad? Is 2017 going to be a great year? Is it going to be a challenging year? Who knows? And the truth is, this economy isn't up. It isn't down. What it is different. Radically changed, and things are never going back to the way that they were. The things that you need to understand about this economy is that what you sell has become a commodity to the average person, but how you sell it is your competitive advantage. The products or services that we offer today, no matter how unique, how amazing, how special we think they are, to the average person, they are something they believe they can Google and buy anywhere. But how you sell it in this economy is your path to success. The path to profitability in this economy begins with the customer experience. That's what people are looking for. And there's 3 strategies, 3 steps, 3 things that you need to know to understand how to get above the white noise, stand out from your competition, and put yourself in a position to succeed no matter what this economy does. So, okay. It's really the customer experience. It's your reputation and the customer experience that is separating you from your competition. If you want to succeed in this economy, strategy number 1 is that you need to pull customers to do business with you rather than push them to do so. You've got to understand that traditional advertising is great for awareness, but it's lost its power. Your path to profitability is by creating such an amazing customer experience. Why? Because way more than this economy has changed, your customers have changed. They're no longer interested in what we say about our products or services. They're interested in Google reviews, what their friends and their families say. People buy on reputation and the experience that they believe they're going to get. And there's 2 strategies that we talked about to attract the business before we ask for the business. And number 1 is a wow factor. Remember I told you about shopping at the cereal aisle of the grocery store and how you had to be that box of cereal that popped off the shelf? You have to stay visible. You have to give people a reason to say, wow, what's different about that? What's different about you? Why should I choose you over somebody else? So think about the things that are going on in your business. Maybe you're offering a new product. You've added a new employee. You've celebrated an anniversary. You attended this seminar and had 3 strategies that you wanted to share with them. Anything that you can do to get above the white noise and make yourself that box of cereal that people want to buy. The second thing we talked about, it seems kind of counterintuitive, but we need to niche to expand. Remember, you can't make everybody happy. And you don't want to do business with everybody, and everybody doesn't want to do business with you. The better you know your customer, the better you can choose your prospects. You really need to make your existing customer base really happy so they go out and tell other people they ought to be doing business with you. Remember, you're your worst salesperson. You want your customers talking about you. So choose that wow factor, but back it up by focusing on those people that it's easy to make happy. Remember, I told you that your best customer is somebody you like. Puts a smile on your face when you think about doing business with them. They buy your products or services and they pay you. That's a really big deal. They pay you. So that's strategy number one. You've got to attract the business before you ask for the business. And you do that by pulling your customers to do business with you rather than pushing them to do so. You've got to get a wow factor and focus on the right customers. Strategy number two, plug in to the power of connection. Wow, I love this about this economy. We are more connected as a world than we have ever been. But what we're craving is real emotional connection. And if you want to succeed, if you want to win, if you want to differentiate yourself from your competition, if you want to succeed no matter what this economy does, you've got to plug in to the power of connection. In other words, you've got to invest in your customers before you ask them to invest in you. The only way to get business in this economy is to ask for it, but the timing of when you do so is critical to whether it's going to be a one-time transaction or a long-term relationship. Remember, I told you at this conference that it costs 6 times as much to get a new customer as it does to keep an existing customer. And in this economy, our margins are skinny, they're small, they're tiny. We need to get a customer and keep them for life and have them go out and tell other people they need to be doing business with us. So the steps that we use to do this are, number one, sell small to sell big. Invest in really hearing what your customer's urgent need is. If you solve that urgent need first, you'll build the trust to sell big. You've got to start selling risk and value and stop selling on price. If you want people to pay you more, you need to give them a reason to do so. Remember, I told you the story about the accounting software company and how they were really able to compete in a very commoditized market, how they got above the white noise but really sold risk and value and stopped selling on price. And last but not least, if you want to connect with your customers, you have to move slowly. You have to allow the relationship to build. But how do you do that and still meet your sales goals and objectives? Well, you got to overfill your sales funnel. And I gave you all a copy of that sales funnel. And if you don't have it, I'll give you my contact information at the end and I'll send you a new copy of it. But the sales funnel is very different today. Doesn't work. If you're selling with old strategies, you're going to be struggling in this economy. So you've got to work that new sales funnel and you've got to accept that sales is a lifestyle, not a task. We got to be selling every day and all the time. No matter, even if you're having your best month, you still got to find time to make sales calls because you're not controlling your pipeline. You can influence people to do business with you, but you can't push them to do so. So we have it, 2 of the 3 strategies. We know that we have got to pull customers to do business with us. We've got to attract the business before we ask for the business. We've got to plug in to the power of connection. In other words, we've got to invest in our customers before we ask them to invest in us. So last but not least is proactively add value. When you use that new sales funnel, the one that we talked about at the base of that funnel, your best path to success is to invest in your existing customer base. Look, I work all over the country and I know that most people sell 1 or 2 products to their customers when their customers could benefit from a multitude of products and services. And if you want to succeed, if you want to win, you've got to proactively add value. I talked to you about the fact of why do we ask our customers questions? And the reason we do is because they tell us what their needs are, what their opportunities are. And we need to have a head full going crazy of how we could use our products and services to help them achieve their goals. Let me tell you, there is gold in your current customer base, but the top 2 reasons people don't do more business with you is because they don't know what you have to offer and because you never asked. Remember I told you the story about the ophthalmologist and the specialist whose patients were going 45 minutes away? All because they didn't know what they had to offer. If you want to succeed, if you want to win, you've got to use the base of that funnel. You really got to focus on really adding value to your existing customer base so they not only get the products and services that they need, they continue to trust you, they believe that there's value, and they go out and tell their friends, their families, and everybody they need to be doing business with you. Look, I'm not going to kid you. I think we are in for challenging economic times. I think there are things in this country that we have to deal with that are going to impact business. But I still believe it is a great economy to be successful if you understand this isn't the economy that we were dealing with 5-10 years ago. It is shifting and changing constantly. But once you understand these secrets, if you're willing to put these things into action, you're going to be in a position to succeed no matter what this economy does. Now, I've given you a lot of information, so I'm going to take this down to 2 things to get started with. Number 1, focus on the customer experience and your reputation. Put your energies there. Make sure everybody on your team understands how important that is. And then at the end of every week, spend 15 minutes really asking yourself honestly, what did we do this week to succeed? And where did we waste time and where did we struggle? You are your best teacher in this economy. And you need to really learn from what you're doing well and what you need to change. Now again, I'm Meridith Elliott Powell. I loved being with you. I'd love to come out there and speak with you again. I hope to see you at future conferences, but you can reach me at valuespeaker.com. Again, valuespeaker.com, or just reach out to me at Mere, M-E-R-E, at valuespeaker.com. I am so happy to answer your questions, gather more information, and I look forward to staying in touch with you. So put yourself in a position, because I promise you, if you put these strategies into action, you're going to succeed no matter what this economy does. Thank you.